Welcome to your energy healing today. Hold against me. Good. Here. Hold. Hi, Miriam.
Hi.
Welcome to your energy healing today. We're using various techniques to discover what's lying just beneath the surface and initiate some energetic movement. So, not everybody has a really intense experience, but some people do. And I think this is your first time, right?
Yes.
So, you may find that some feelings start to come up during the session. That's totally normal. If anything particular comes up that you want to share with me, please feel free to do so. But otherwise, I'm going to work on two parts of the energy. So we have the aura energy. The aural energy is more like here above the body. And then we have a bit more deeper of an energy where I'm going to be literally pulling it out of these internal parts of the body. So those are going to be our chakra points. Okay. So again, if you have any questions as we go, let me know. Otherwise, feel free to just close your eyes, and I'm going to start with a sense, and we'll see where the session takes us. And what I'm doing now is working my hands along the surface of the aura, just about an inch off of the skin, close enough where you may feel some heat from my own energy start to prickle up skin, but not close enough to actually feel too much touch. And I'm already getting some really interesting initial readings from your energy. The energy's a little bit quiet, a little bit deep and internal. This is going to mean that keep a little bit more to yourself. You're a little bit more of a calm and quiet person. Might be a little harder to make connections that are really feeling very deep and meaningful for you, but those people, once you connect with someone else's energy, you're kind of good for life. But it's a little harder for you. I'd love to work on today strengthening the energy, boosting a little bit of confidence, and giving you a sense of direction and purpose. And I can tell that the mind, especially here, that third eye chakra, is very busy. And you are an overthinker. And so we're going to try and keep that quiet. And I find that for me, having something else to focus on, like any sounds that you hear around you or the sound of my voice, can be really helpful in keeping you present. But you can also tune these things out and just find this sort of internal quiet space, if that's helpful as well. I'm going to start with some grounding movements. I think that that would be helpful for you to truly create some awareness and present feeling in the space. So I'm placing my fingers, my thumbs, on either side of the temples. And this is a point that's very integral. It's in between our crown chakra here and our third eye chakra here, and it runs down. Just creating a gentle wave-like movement. Bringing heat and heaviness to this area. Stimulating pressure points in the face now. Let's find the right spot. Start right here, just above the ear. This spot should help boost some confidence as well as your, let's say, ambition is a good word for that spot. Sometimes I find with my more internal, energetic people that they can be a little afraid to show their skills or show their capabilities, because that is putting your energy out there, and you are someone who likes to hold your energy close. So I'm just stimulating these tracks. Using the sharp jade roller to increase creativity here across the band of the forehead. It's going to feel a little prickly. Jade stone is known for energy and vibrancy, so this is a really good one to help pull out some of that energy internally. Just helps me work with some more symmetry. stimulate a few other points across the face. And then using the aventurine, feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit of massage, and because they roll, they really mold well to the face. Shaking off energy as I feel it. Now that we're a little bit more grounded and alert and awake, I'm going to start doing some removal. This is where you could start to feel some things starting to move, and if I find anything major, I'll certainly let you know what I'm feeling. Ooh, throat chakra, something here. Is it hard for you to speak up when your needs aren't being met?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, yeah, we gotta clear that out. So there's a big knot right in here. That's what it feels like, basically, almost like when you run your hands through your hair and you get stuck a little bit. That's what I'm feeling when I'm working with the energy right around the throat chakra. So I'm gonna try to untangle that. Use. As I remove the energy, I'm just throwing it away. And we'll do a little bit of smoke clear later to make sure it doesn't come back. This has been here a long time. So I have a feeling we'll do clearing here, and it might be a little easier to speak your mind for a little bit, but it's gonna want to go back the way that it was, just because it's been that way for so long. So this is just gonna be a process. What's nice is that under the surface of that blockage, the energy wants to come out. So there's a deep-seated confidence and a feeling of self-worth, which is amazing. You love yourself. You love who you are as a person deep down. And the energy is really beautiful, so that makes sense. It's very kind. It's very loving. You're a caregiver. But that can be hard because you try and take care of everyone else. And that sometimes means that you are not voicing your needs and your wants, things that will make your energy more aligned. Do some cord cutting. So you'll hear the sound of scissors, like a snipping, but nothing will touch you. I've just pulled up a lot here, so I'm just trying to get it loose, basically. Place a stone on your throat. Sticking with our jade theme today, this is a serpentine jade calming stone. I'm just trying to keep that space open while we do work elsewhere. Is that all right there? Does that feel comfortable on the neck?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If it gets uncomfortable at any point, let me know. I can move it up slightly to the chest, but it's best right there for now. Okay, I'm going to enter some vibrations. You'll feel a little bit of buzzing as my vocals vibrate through me and into you, okay? I've got my hands placed firmly on the crown chakra. I'm going to place my hands now behind the neck, right opposite the throat chakra. a little bit now on the hands. I'll do a really quick palm reading just to see what we're dealing with, and then we'll do some work down there. Moving down to the hands. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. Let me just flip this one just a little. We'll do a quick read. Lifeline. Pretty long and uninterrupted. Great lifeline. Got your love line. You're going to have one great love, but there will be an interruption to that love line towards the end of the life. Now that doesn't mean that it's one person. It could be a passion, be a place, but one great love that gets a little bit complicated at the end. Your luck line or fortune line is really deep, really strong. Things do work out in the end for you, generally. And your fate line is also really strong. You have very well defined lines in the hands. So that generally means that you're somebody who feels fairly sure of their path and has had a path. Not too many moments of like pure uncertainty in life. You have a lot of things to fall back on, a lot of stable people in your life and places, things like that. And it's a similar story on the left hand, although the fate line is less defined on this hand. So our left side body tends to be known for our more feminine side. So this creative energy, more of a caregiver side role. And our right side body is our more masculine side, our solar side, and that tends to be more focused on logic and decision making, using the mind versus the heart. And there's no right or wrong answer. You need both. You need that yin and yang. Without both, without the masculine and feminine side, the lunar and the solar side, you just wind up kind of being too much of one or the other. So I think yours are pretty balanced. I'd say your right side is a bit stronger than your left side. So definitely, again, that's that overthinking, the using your mind more than your heart. So we'll try to strengthen up that use of the heart, I think. And trace the hands. Just running my little gold-plated tool along each finger to start to pull the energy towards the fingertips. In my opinion, the tip of the fingertip is the most important point to stimulate. So the very tip of each fingertip is reference to the brain. And our brain is more than just our thinking center, in your case, your overthinking center. It is really our processing chip of the body. So everything stems from this point. So one thing you can do at home is you can even just stimulate it with your tips of your finger, with your own nail, like that. Or you can take a tool. You can get a amethyst scratcher. And just stimulate it point by point until you start to feel a little bit of warmth and buzzing. You can start pulling that energy through the fingers, moving closer to farther away. And once you feel that you've done enough stimulation, you can go ahead and make a fist and just hold in that warmth, hold in that energy. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Pulling up first through the hand, the arm, the shoulder, and final stimulation of the tips of the fingers, and then make that fist. Hold in the energy. Now relax the hands gently. Give you some bracelets to hold. Rose quartz and this side for self-love. Just gently keep it underneath the hand. Clear quartz for clarity on the other side. Moving up now again, we're going to do a little bit of kinesiology, muscle testing. This will involve me pulling some of my elements, placing them somewhere on the body, and then I'm going to be testing strength by having you shrug your shoulders. So you can practice now, push against me. Very good. And that's how it's going to feel. We'll keep the jade calming stone right on that third eye, keeping you grounded, keeping your mind focused. If at any point you start to feel like you're wandering away again, just feel for the weight of this on your head. Just really become conscious of it, and that will help. So we'll start out with checking the stress levels. And push against me. Relax. Against me and relax. First one, stronger, first combination. One more time. Good. Make a little concoction later. So you had a positive response for these, for your stress in first position and negative in the second position. So not too bad on the stress levels, but just want to keep an eye on them. start with that one there and hold. Good. Check this one, hold. That one's not good. So some issues with the digestion. There. Holds against me. Good. Here. Hold. Okay, lungs are clear. There. Well, what do you think? Switch that actually. And holds. Okay, so definitely need some. Let me try that one. Holds against me. Okay. So we should increase your iron intake. So I don't know if you eat a lot of spinach or dark greens, kales, things like that. Okay, start to incorporate those. Start with that one there, and then I want you to sort of push against me with the top of the head. Okay, and same thing here, push against me with the top of the head. Try that one more time, top. Okay, yeah, that's the one. So basically I place these elements on the body, then I ask the muscles to work for me, and based on the strength, that's how I know what the body's craving. So a little low in iron, like I said. You could also benefit from some more vitamin C. Okay. Just a couple more things. To warmth. And push down to the pillow for me. Okay, good. So you need some warmth, so you are someone who would benefit from bundling up or going into a sauna, something like that. This calming stone left the impression on the scalp, which is good. That means we've got some good connection there. Getting this into that space that we worked out at the very beginning between the crown and the high heart and the third eye. I'm just using the back side of the calming stone, and it's nice and smooth, and it has a good moisture effect, so it shouldn't be uncomfortable. I'm going to have you turn over because I want to do a little bit of work on the other side of that throat chakra, the opposite side, okay? So this can sometimes be quite tender, especially when we have throat blockages, because all of that tension, tied up energy in the front definitely affects us, penetrates throughout the body. And it is quite tense here. Sending shockwave vibrations in the neck. Getting the double benefit of the pressure of the dark jade tip and the vibration. And the energy of vibration. Tracing this energetic line down the spine. Spritz just a little bit. This was one of the elements that was very beneficial for you. This one particularly relates to that lack of vitamin C. So this is a health boosting, immune system boosting element. know on this side. There's definitely some cloths to cut. My energy's not very aligned back here. It's kind of choppy. Okay. I like it. Speaking into the shell, asking it for permission and for help in removing some of this negative energy. Sometimes these sessions can feel a little bit nonsensical or chaotic, like things are just happening at random, and that's kind of true. One of the biggest, most important elements of energy work is trusting your instincts. So what I feel in my body, in my spirit, in my energy that you need, that's what I try and give to you. And it doesn't always follow a specific order. It's very hard to tell someone what they can expect in a session. I don't know what energy you're coming in with. I don't know what energy I'm coming in with. So I just trust my instincts that what I'm feeling is the right thing. And if it's not, that my energy and my spirit, your energy and your spirit will tell me what is. I'm going to start with closing the session, doing a few things to provide you with a layer of calm and with a layer of confidence you can have moving forward. The first being just creating a sense of peace with the Amethyst body scratcher. It feels relaxing, and Amethyst is a stone known for peace and calm, for reducing anxiety, stress. Next, I want to do a little work with smoke. We talked about making sure all those lingering pieces that we pulled off don't just fly right back to where they were. And so to do that, I'm going to use smoke, and I'm going to use a little bit of wax as well. While the candle starts to burn. Dipping just a little bit in this melting wax. Should be warm to the touch, but not hot. Sealing that space behind the neck where the throat chakra projects. Sealing in the practice. Alright, Miriam, I'm going to cover you fully with the blanket. I want you to find an intention for yourself and repeat it a few times in your mind, and then take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can meet me out front for a shared cup of tea and an orange. We'll get that vitamin C started for you, okay? Thank you so much.